This project started already in 2009, so of course there was a little, a slow start, but it's been quite some years on the road before we landed here. For me, it was a must that we had to create this sensitivity that the leading actress contains. It has to have this social realistic environment. We wanted to depict. We wanted to be true to the area. We wanted to be true to the concept of where these people and where this high landscape exists, which was realism. But we also wanted to have it like a poetic touch, which was part of Marie, the main character's the fragility that she's that we see the world through her in a way. Yeah. Throughout the film, I wanted a misty. I wanted this texture throughout the film. So that was obvious. I mean, we almost don't use any light. We use natural lights, which is very extremely beautiful in that area of northern Denmark. So we mostly use the texture smoke to enhance the layer, the texture layer of the film. And the intro, the credit sequence, I wanted to compress that feeling in 2.5 minutes, so you get into that mood and then release it again right after. When the actual film started. So I want to concentrate the essence of the visuality in the credits and then start the movie. First of all, it's very story driven, it's very character driven, it's very transformation driven. And those things, I mean, I wanted to make it real. So first of all, I wanted to make sure that every time we see something transforming, it's psychologically motivated before it turns physical. So for me, it was super important that we were, that we were aware on the script level where she is, where and when, so we don't just overdo it, and we keep the right tonality and balance throughout the whole thing. With that in mind, we also approached the special effects in a way that I didn't want to do 3D, because 3D is very nice for a lot of things, but for me it's also like everything is suddenly possible with a budget limit, of course, but everything is possible. And I think that takes a little bit the magic away from the filmmaking and the storytelling. So we're doing it in makeup and in camera, because it creates a moment also with the actors where you discuss where things are on a certain, dramaturgically, but also motivation-wise in the film. So you have this discussion and dialogue about the creature, where it is, how it is, why is it like this now, and those kind of things, and that makes that little setup, unique, because it becomes immediately a dialogue instead of something you talk about afterwards when the magic is a little bit gone. The young girl, she's 18 years old when we did the film. She doesn't have any actor skill. Yeah, she has skills, but she didn't have any history. She's extremely, she's from that area. I wanted to cast in that area. I wanted to be true, have a girl there who was true to where she lives, and didn't bring a fancy city girl to that environment. So it was very important for me to find a girl in that area, and then so she felt safe. And I think we went through 400 girls up there, and she immediately had something which was what I was looking for in that character. Someone told me along the way, so you can go for a professional, but if you go for an 18-year-old professional, how much professional do you get? I mean, and I think it's true. So you might as well go for your gut feeling and what you think is the right. And also I would say the innocence of bringing her, because for me, you put her in front of the camera and she is my character. The only thing I needed to make sure of is that she could deliver, and that she understood the transformation of psychological, but also physical, to where she ends up at the end of the film. We started out thinking that it's a very, very, very windy place, and wind is a great element of that area. So we wanted to use wind instruments, to create the basic atmosphere for everything, and then to control the volume of it. So we have this the organ you're listening to is a air organ, an old one that they used in the churches. That's the one we use as a general tone throughout the film. And the music you hear is mostly old church, what's it called, church hymns or psalms, or that we directed in a way. So we had this religious windy theme throughout the film. Danish film has always been, I know that they love movements, I mean since the Dogma, it's gotta be a movement, but I know they're talking about Nordic Twilight, Nordic horror after the Nordic Noir. I mean, if it helps people understand something, then it's fine by me, but I don't see myself as a puzzle, as a little piece in a bigger puzzle. I see, you know, I did this film because I wanted to do it. I didn't do it of strategic reasons or because I wanted to be part of something. I mean, it's fine because on a marketing level or not on a communication level for exposing the films, it helps some people. Fine by me.